Welcome to a new What is this electronic device? I'm starting a new series, I guess. Sometimes I get all sorts of funny things or find things inside devices or technical instruments. I really don't know what this is. I really need your help, guys. So if you got any clue what is this electronic device, please comment, even if you just are guessing. Let's know if it is a guess or if you really know what it is. But anyway, please comment and give us some clues that could potentially lead to discovering what is this doing. So it was pulled from a very big instrument, and there were no names, labels, signs, anything revealing what this can do. I see some connectors on the different layers, on the different boards, different types of connectors, and of course they went to some other PCBs, sensor PCBs, doing this and doing that. I don't know. I don't have those PCBs, and I didn't pull this from the instrument. Some of my buddies did, and they saved this unit for my investigation. That is banana plugs with, as far as I can see, I don't know, is that 5 wires soldered directly here? So they went all sorts of different places in this unit, and they were of course supposed to be connected to this ground. So something with this ground plane is important. So there's also a ground plane here. So, or is this important shielding of some sort? I don't know yet. And we also got some wires here. Maybe they can go to different places here on these connectors. M5, that will be M5 screws going all the way through all the different layers. I think all of this is made in FR4 PCB material. But look at that. We got all sorts of thin, I don't know if this is visible here, but all sorts of thin wires. And also we got some different areas of the copper. And see, there's a via going, probably some tracks going to the connectors, right? So yeah, I think we're gonna remove the screws and look into this. Let's try and lift this apart together. Now I removed all the screws. Oh, I need to be careful not to touch those thin wires. Ooh, what the heck is that? So all the different wires are connected here. Wow, what is that doing? So this shield, look at that. It's isolated from the screws on this bottom, and there's a red wire on the bottom side, and the top side of this is connected to the screws, and that is connected to the back plane. So that means on both sides of this unit there's probably ground, right? So what you could do is you could put in a high voltage, either DC or AC, here on this, creating a field, and probably the same on the bottom part, because what I see here is another one, and there's again a red wire, so that's definitely going to that one as well. I expect the bottom wire, or the bottom plate here, to be the same as this one. I found some text here. Maybe this can help us in the quest. Niels Bohr Institute. Ui. and there's a name. So this is a very famous institute in Copenhagen. Cathode. So this is probably a name, HEP. Cathode job, and then the date, or probably some other names. This could be interesting to try and track down what this is. But it is just beautifully made. There didn't cut any shortcuts. So probably all those goes to, you see? Let me see if I can get this off. Probably I need two hands. See? I lifted up this board. I don't know if this is easy to see, but those are really, really thin wires, and I don't know, let's see if there's a connection. No, there's not. So there's just one connection to one end of the wire, and there's not a connection in the other end. So that is, there's nothing here. So it's not like they're pulling current through the wire. They're more likely just applying a static voltage. And what I find a little bit weird is it's connected to every second wire, like that. Let's look here. So this is the bottom wire. There's a wire, or there's a connection to the bottom wire, and in the left side, nothing, right? I need to figure out how many ohms this is just for fun, but they're really, really thin. So see, there's another one here, and this goes in the other way. So this one was horizontal, and this is vertical. So there's some, oh, and they put in some fine adjustments here, so the distance between the two, that must have been, see, some sort of important. Come on, man. See, all those different. So, and this is probably the same kind of style there. Let me try and pull this apart as well. So now this one, the vertical one is taken away. But look, different thickness of the wires. So here, this one is thicker, and the other ones they are here, they're so thin. I can barely see them with my good glasses on. They are really, really thin. I don't know if this is visible on the camera because they're like really, really thin. Just crazy thin. And there's also a thick one in the other end. There's actually one here that is broken. Let's see if this is visible. And here they go every second position of the solder pads up here. And then the most left or right, they're thicker, and then there's a closer one, and then they go. And if you see here at the end, they added this extra connection for the thicker one. So this is a add-on, I guess. Again, anode 1. So this is the so this is cathode 1, this is anode 1. So we got a static voltage, or we can put in static voltages, vertical, horizontally. We see the point on some different lines, right? And where they cross, something magical happens, and that will be able to be detected in those 5 by 5 points of a static field, right? And that will be, so this is probably a detector, a pickup, or something. Haha, is there any text written on this board? So this will be maybe the detector or some sort of stuff, right? What the? So this PCB is also called where did I find that? Here it is. Cathode 2. And obviously they've been messing around with this, see? All sorts of tracks and hand soldered wires to do all the pickup. I guess this PCB here is more or less the same PCB. Oh, I need to be careful where I put this. That's this one, right? So you see, it's more or less the same design. This is just longer, and this is called cathode 2, and this one is called cathode 1. Wow, so all the different connections here. So something here was not important, then they go here. So there's probably, so this is the via to the sensor area, and then, so this is a capacitor between the different, and then some connections are thick and some are thin, and I mean, I am a little bit clueless of what is going on here, but you can see it is about here. And then there are different, what the, please tell me what the heck that is. It is very, very special. Some science stuff. And what are they detecting? What can they sense? What can they experiment with? I am clueless. But anyway, please give me a lot of comments on your, if you guess, if you know, if you got any clues. Also, I really would like to know if you know what the thin wires here, what are they possibly made of? If you know that, please tell me. One more important information. The thick one here is 2 ohms, and the thin ones 50 ohms DC resistance from one end to the other end, and the length is about 17 centimeters. That's it. So that means the thin one here is they're either made from some other material or they are very, very much thinner. I don't know, a lot. I don't have a super powerful microscope, so I can't tell you the thickness, but they are so thin, they're very, very hard to see.